Okay, let's do this. I'm going to start a timer for 7 minutes, starting now. Sub-genre, let's call it romance. I'll have to make it a comedy. If it's a comedy, maybe it takes place during the day. They're usually bright. Let's give it a modern day romantic comedy, location, environment, intro by fractions. What's a funny place to do this? Let's see. How about a bounce house? Bouncy castle? And then funny things. We have clowns, kids, and then perhaps what else? What else? Clowns, kids, maybe. I don't know. It's also a romantic comedy. Maybe it's raining too, like a little romantic, right? Characters, we'll call them Alice and Jason. And then character building, we have those names already, right? Let's make them 16-year-olds. Actually, let's make them out of place. Let's make them 50-year-olds and about, it's all about opposites for the romantic comedy, right? So look, attitude, backstory, secret. Let's see, Alice hired Jason, amusement stuff owner, to for her kid's birthday party in order to spend more time with him after hitting it off. And Jason's secret or backstory is that he is getting a little sick and tired of dealing with children because of job and wants, maybe that's it. What do they want? Love. If it's a romantic comedy, what act is it? This seems like an act 2 maybe situation. So let's get into it. We have an interior bouncy castle day. Alice and Jason dive into the bouncy castle, dripping wet, lightning flashes, and then Alice, I should have checked the weather before I booked this. Jason happens more often than you think. Don't worry. The castle is anchored to the ground with stakes. Maybe Alice pushes her wet hair from her face. Well, now I guess we can have a chance to talk, yeah. A group of children in the corner of the bouncy castle. Children all. Ooh. Shut the fuck up. Because it's a romantic comedy. Jason smiles. Don't worry. Annoy me too. Like a few birthday parties and elements enough to want to make you have a vasectomy. I have to look up how you spell that. I don't know how to spell vasectomy. Surprise, surprise. Alice laughs. Then leans in. You seem like you make a good mother. Stunned. Really? What? Alice gestures to the bouncy house. I don't have inflatables because of my kids. I have inflatables because it's an amazing business model. The wind picks up outside, and the castle shakes. Kid, Miss Alice, I'm scared. To be scared of. Crack. The wind pulls the castle moorings from the ground and pushes it on its side. They all fall on top of one another. Alice ends up, time, straddling Jason. Okay. It feels like elements of a romantic comedy here. And, okay, so guys, this was our scene sprint, right? We just immediately went into following our prompts, just taking them off of the top of the head. Let's read through the scene and see what it kind of shook out to be. We have a romantic comedy with Alice and Jason. They're 50 years old. For some reason, I think I might have written them actually a little younger, kind of forgetting about that. But, you know, older people stuck in a bouncy castle during a storm. All of the elements of like romance and comedy. A rainstorm and an unlikely location. And Alice hired Jason because she clearly has a crush on him, not knowing that Jason doesn't really want to have kids, which she seems to maybe have. I don't know. Here we go. Interior, bouncy castle. Alice and Jason dive into the bouncy castle, dripping wet. Lightning flashes. I should have checked the weather before I booked this. It happens more often than you think. Don't worry. The castle is anchored to the ground with stakes. Alice pushes her wet hair from her face. Well, now I guess we can have a chance to talk. A group of children in the corner of the bouncy castle. Ooh, Alice, shut the fuck up. I mean, shh. Jason smiles at Alice. Don't worry, they annoy me too. Work a few birthday parties and it's enough to want to make you have a vasectomy. Alice laughs, but then leans in. But you seem like you'd make a good father. Jason, stunned. Really? Why? Alice gestures to the bouncy house. I don't have inflatables because I like kids. I have inflatables because it's an amazing business model. The wind picks up outside and the castle shakes. Mrs. Alice, I'm scared. There's nothing to be scared of. Crack! The wind pulls the castle's moorings from the ground and pushes it on its side. They all fall on top of one another. Alice ends up straddling Jason. Okay. Seems like an honest excerpt from a romantic comedy. A lot of information to really fill in on the front end and the back end. This is very much a very small slice of a scene. I wouldn't even say the scene is complete, but it does kind of accomplish the tone, which is cool. So thanks for tuning in for the Scene Sprint. My name is Derek DeNicola. I'm a writer and producer out here in Los Angeles. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow. If you get anything out of this or just enjoy it or just want to support me, I appreciate you. You can always visit the website, derekdenicola.com, for more information. Thanks so much, and let's do another one.